We are now. We're good. I'm just have to watch it because it was going into some snooze mode and it was gonna kick us out of the meeting again. We're good.
I've been in that mode.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Roll call the members, please.
Kai,
Here.
Leaders,
Here.
Anderson,
Here.
Herder,
Here.
we'll show Jenner who's absent, Calstrip and Wyatt are here for staff.
Okay, let's have a chance to read the minutes. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second. And a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. All right. That said, I will read the statement. The public hearings will be conducted pursuant to the board's rules of procedures as adopted May 26, 1988. We will first hear the report of the planning director on the detailed information and observations regarding a request, if not done so in written form prior to the hearing. Next, we will take the testimony of the applicant and his or her witness. Upon completion of the applicant's testimony, I will call upon the members of the audience wishing to make a statement concerning the request. Persons in favor of the request shall be heard first, followed by those opposed to it. At any time during the presentation of testimony, the members of the board may interrupt to ask questions or to make comments on what has been said. Upon completion of the testimony, the applicant will be allowed to make a closing statement to the board. Upon completion of the applicant's closing statement, I will entertain a motion to close the public hearing on the request. After the public hearing has been closed, we will then hear the recommendation, if any, of the planning director, and upon completion of all discussion, I will entertain a motion from the members of the board regarding the disposition of the application. Each speaker addressing this board shall step forward to the podium, state their name and their address before proceeding with their testimony or evidence. I would ask that you spell your last name. This board shall not be bound by strict rules of evidence, but does reserve the right to exclude evidence or testimony that it may deem to be irrelevant, immaterial, incompetent, or unduly repetitious. As chairman, I will rule on all questions relating to the admissibility of evidence, which may be overruled by the majority of the board. The board may grant continuances in case for good cause shown to any interested party who has entered his appearance. The board may at any time request a continuance of a hearing for the purpose of giving further notice, taking further evidence, gathering further information, touring the proposed site, or for such other reasons as the board may find sufficient. In such case, we will state the specific reason for the continuance and set a date, time, and place when the matter will be continued. All official actions of this board will be made at a public hearing by motion made, seconded, and a polling of the membership. If conditions are imposed, such conditions shall be included in the motion or amended thereto. Our final decision will be prepared in writing and will be part of the public record of this board. Once this board has reached a decision on the case, the decision shall be final. Section 335.18 of the Code of Iowa states any person or persons jointly or severely aggravated by any decision of the Board of Adjustments under provisions of 335 or any taxpayer or any officer, department, board, or bureau of the county may present to a court of record a petition duly verified, set forth that such decision was illegal in whole or in part, specifying the grounds of illegality. Such petition shall be presented to the court within 30 days after the filing of the decision in the office of the board. Fun stuff there. Okay, so we have case number ZV-2025-04. Do I have a request or a motion to open public hearing?
I will so move.
We have a motion and we have a second by Karen.
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so now the public hearing is open, and would the applicant like to please come forward?
All right, thanks for having me. David Hanson, 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 1889 Rolling Hills Loop, Council Bus 51503. All right, so we're wanting to apply for a building permit. I guess the reason why we're here is just basically the location of the building isn't quite what you guys' requirements are. We're so close. The lot is, it's not by any means square or anything like that. It's kind of a pie shape. Our back boundary lot of the house is sitting on the lot at quite a bit of an angle. So I think 20 years ago, there was a garage built, a 30 by 30 garage built, and they lined it up pretty good with the house. And that actually made the house or the garage really close to the rear property line. But being as the house is actually sitting out quite a ways, because of the angle it's at, it's causing a conflict and everything. But the building site, if we was able to square it up more with the back line of the lot, we're so close still to being within the boundaries. You have pictures of it?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have,
Are you following me so
Yeah.
far?
yeah. I am. Hopefully everybody else is.
And I did take some, measurements of the house. And the house, the side facing more towards the northwest kind of. To the boundary lines, it's 74 feet. And then on the other side of the house, it drops clear down to 80 or 58 feet. So it is quite a bit of an angle. The garage measurements are like 24 feet to the back lot line, down to 15 feet. So if that helps you give you an idea of the angle of the house sitting on the lot, the way it is. So the only way I could place the building there is to square it back up with the back lot line and keep it within like the 15 feet or so, or it'd be lined up kind of with the back garage. Now, as far as the location of the building, the way our lot is, we're on such a hill. And the house, the garage, and where I want to place the building, it is the only level place on the property. If I was to try to build on the other side of the house, I'd have to add a driveway, but our laterals are all there at the cistern or the septic. And it's just the way it is, it would just really wouldn't work. And the building is it's just for our use. Just to be able to put everything we own inside and recreational, kind of. Just to be able to put everything inside and just.
Okay.
I think that covers it.
You got any questions?
Okay,
Okay,
thank
thank
you.
you. All right. Do we have anybody in the audience like to come up and speak in favor? Anybody opposed?
I'll speak in favor.
Oh, in favor, okay.
You just waited.
It's test.
I debated. Jason Damgard, Damgaard. Directly across from Mr. Hanson,
Address?
1856 Rolling Hills Loop. Councilman's Highway 51503.
Okay.
And I briefly spoke with Dave last week. He's a neighbor. I asked him if he was gonna run any business out of it. He said no, so I'm on board.
Very good.
You're in the inside of the loop directly?
Yes, I'm the toe of the boot if you were to zoom out there,
Okay.
yes.
That's it, thank you.
Yep.
All right, anybody that would like to speak opposed? Please please come forward. Seeing none, I'd ask for a motion to close public hearing.
Motion to close?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, and Matt, ask for your recommendation.
Separate recommendation on this, so this property in the A4 district, if they were, the original building that you see in the site plan back there, in the A4 district, when you're able to get behind the rear line of your house, then you're able to construct as close as 4 feet to your rear line, 4 feet to your side line on this. And in this instance, just based on kind of the lot dimensions, the way it's set up, he's not able to drive this new building, kind of would be in the back and back there. But that being said, I don't feel like it has any detriment on anybody to the rear of him. So our recommendation would be to approve the application, subject to the following conditions. Number one is that the applicant shall secure the building permit for the building to ensure compliance with the Pottawattamie County, Iowa Building Code. The building should be constructed no closer than 12 feet to the rear yard property line and no closer to 11 on the side. That's, based on the following findings of fact, the subject property is located in the A4 Lost Hills District, which is intended to preserve the unique natural environment characteristics of the Lost Hills, rare soils and topographical region of western Pottawattamie County. At the same time, allow for appropriate types and scales of development. The subject property is located in the Slope Protection Overlay District, which is intended to establish a criteria for disturbing the natural earth surface to limit the process of erosions. Number three is that the demonstrable hardship or difficulty is so great that it warrants a variance. And number four is that the variance will not merely serve as a convenience to the applicant.
Okay. With that, do we have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the.
We have a motion to
Very
approve. Do we
much
have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Leaders,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
Kai.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's up to you. You can stay for the rest. You can leave now.
Yeah, you don't have to stay for the rest of the meeting. All right. We should make you just.
Thank
Sit
you.
for that.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to open public hearing on case, ZB 2025-05.
Motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Applicant, please come forward. Al Green,
Hello,
state your name and address, please.
Alan Green, GREEN, 31447 175th Street, Hunter Creek, Iowa, 51542.
All right. Let us know what you want to do.
Put a pole shed on my property, but I can only get like 35 feet off the property line. I'm kind of in the same situation as the following people here. I live at the foot of the lowest hills, as you probably see in pictures. If I go anywhere else, I would have to have a tube put in, a rock driveway put in, and dirt taken out because there's a bank that is West Lang Bank in the lowest hills. And I've tried getting hold of 4 different people to get an estimate on dirt work, and I don't believe anybody's interested because of the lowest hills, West Lang Bank. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm like this guy, I go back, I'd have to, without putting a second driveway in, I'd have to drive over laterals. Yeah, and where I'm at now, it's really best place for it. I'd have to do some, maybe take steps off my deck and redo things there. But I'm just trying to make it happen. It's been a year. And I bought this thing from Menards and it's sitting out in my yard warping. And I don't even know whether it's all there because until I put it together.
You can bring it over to my house and
Yeah.
drop it off. I'll
Yeah,
figure out
yeah,
something to do.
yeah. I might have to. This is all on you guys. So I don't know what else to say to convince you guys. What else?
Yours is just for personal use.
Yeah, yeah. It's just the 33 years that I have lived there. I want my lawnmower at my house protected. Yeah,
Right.
I just, yeah, it's a big inconvenience going a mile down the road to get my lawnmower. I bet you nobody in here is, they probably got the garage up to their house. They walk out their kitchen door into the garage, lawnmower would smell. I want to be that way.
Actually, mine doesn't even work right now, so. But it isn't far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Any questions from you guys? What can I say to make things right? Make things work?
okay.
Well,
What happened last time with this?
He was, what, I wasn't here the night of the meeting, Pam.
He
Sorry.
requested a 30-foot front yard setback. He came in, you know, and then the state law also changed.
Yes,
So we discussed maybe trying for, because you can't apply for the same variance.
so you were in here before?
Yeah,
August 28th of last year.
yeah,
I don't
I think it
remember
was
that,
up
but-
in here.
What's that?
No,
I
you
think it's
wasn't.
in here.
I think these two ladies was here.
Oh,
I think
Oh, yeah, you
Michael,
weren't here.
there was only 3 here. Am I correct?
I don't miss many meetings.
There were
Like,
two
I don't
ladies.
see
There
you.
were 2 ladies in this Michael Jenner room was here. He was sitting, Michael Jenner was sitting right there.
Okay.
And he just told me that it sounded like a convenience, and that's kind of not a convenience, like the only place that it can really go.
Yeah.
I mean, there used to be a house there. There was a 2-story house there. I bought the place in 1992. I lived out in that area since 1961. Nobody had ever lived in that house. I had to burn it down. So it's just basically, I know rules have changed through the years, but that's basically where this garage go, right? Where that house used to sit.
so the variance before was closer to the road.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't apply for the same variance.
Yeah,
And state law has changed.
and the law, yes.
I'm
Okay.
hoping that's what helped me.
Tell me about the
Yeah,
state
what
law.
Kim Reynolds said something about, as
So,
long as they ain't,
state law,
yeah, a hardship. Yeah, and it's a kind of a hardship to me for a year later, still trying to get something done. And nobody wants to talk. Everybody says they'll come and give me prices, but nobody shows up. Why do they tell you they're gonna be there, but don't? So it's so frustrating.
It's the way of the world now.
And it's, if I tell you I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there early.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead, Matt.
close public hearing if you want.
Make a
motion to
close the public hearing.
Anybody opposed? Anybody in favor? No? Okay. Motion to close public hearing. Do we have a second?
Second.
Yep.
And a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Okay.
Now tell me about the state law.
So our standard has always been, it has to be a demonstrable hardship.
Right.
Right? And that has now, for zoning board of adjustments across the state, that has now been removed from the language, and now it's demonstrable hardship.
Okay.
And so Pam did find some things on there to talk about what a demonstrable hardship is, because in Iowa, currently, there is no case law on demonstrable hardships.
This one might be the first.
Is that what I'm saying? Am I saying it right? Demonstrable, practical difficulties.
Yes.
It's changed from hardship
Hardship.
to practical difficulties. And
Okay.
then, so this lot really does have 2 different things going for it. Number one is that Luss Hills slope overlay protection district. It is a bank. When you pull in his driveway, there's no doubt about it. It's a bank. You can look on the contours and you can see the only flat parts he has are down by the road and where this parking area is that he currently has right now. So, the kind of thoughts of it was that, you know, he's asking for a different variance this go around, plus state law has changed. But we're trying to be more firm on our Luss Hills overlay district, which really would only allow somebody on a bank with the slope he has, you'd only be able to move 1,000 cubic yards of dirt per a 12-month period. So, I mean, he could potentially be, 2 years down the road in dirt work by the time he has a spot cleared out enough and sloped right to where he could put a building up on the side of his house or behind his house, even at that point in time, so.
Yeah, that was my, question or concern, is just wanting to know how the state law had changed and how that impacts these, because I think the recommendations are different than what we would have seen, a year or so ago, or 2 years ago, or.
Yes,
Or two. In your packet, I sent some additional documentation. If you've got the packet. It should be-
Looking at my one.
You can have,
Oh, okay.
so the
It's
practice,
your-
yeah.
I sent,
pass that down to,
I sent your packet, but then I sent that as an additional supplement, so
I'm
it
stuck
wouldn't,
to this thing,
it
Pam.
would, it wouldn't be included in the actual packet,
Okay.
like what is online or whatever.
You're telling me I should open my mail.
I can email that to you, and then you'll have it on your phone.
All right. Yes, that is what she's telling you.
So, and for my recommendation on this that I had given is I feel like 35 feet is close because when I'm looking at the way he's laid the building in there, it just kind of, it's square like this. And it's really that last corner that's kind of pointing down towards the road. And I feel like if it was turned a little bit, that we could get a little bit further away from the road. So my recommendation was that we try to push it up to 50. If the board feels more comfortable saying, I feel like, the 35 is okay, or the 40. It is a very rural road. Okay, when you drive down it, there's no doubt about it. This is not going to be a blight on anything, in the area. So, and I think the next closest, when you look down around there, matter of fact, I think there's some grain bins that are down next to the road. So, I mean, going at 35, I'm not against it if that's what the board decides to do. I just always like to try to push them a little bit more to be where it's at,
but then again, he couldn't ask for 40. Cause he did before.
no, he asked for 30 before.
30, okay, now 35.
Yeah, my initial concerns, this would be in my fire department territory, and my first thought was, well, does it impact the view around that curve at all on the gravel road? Looking at the pictures of the site, it looks like it really shouldn't, because that bank is so high through there anyway, that's gonna obstruct the view before the building would.
Yeah, he'll be 20 feet up on the bank.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't have a concern with that.
All right, any further discussion?
I wonder if you turn it too, then maybe it gets into that, it looks like the septic runs pretty close behind it, the way he's got it drawn.
Yeah, the septic is definitely right there. I think there's such a sharp incline. I mean, even at the 35 feet, I don't think you're gonna impede anything.
Yeah.
Because
We know what rolls downhill.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Any further discussion? All right, do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, do we have a second?
Second.
At what
At what
footage?
footage?
You okay with 35?
I wasn't gonna change that, but is that, somebody wants to amend that?
The staff's recommendation was at 50, so we probably just need to be clear if we're going 35 or 50.
So if you say 35, we'll be good
What's better for him?
with 35.
35? I would go for 35.
You second her
I'll
motion?
second, yes.
So we have a motion at 35 and a second. Any further discussion? Yeah, you second. You already second. Okay. So roll call, please.
Anderson,
Yes.
Herder,
Yes.
Leaders,
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Very good. Is there any additional business?
No additional business tonight. unless anybody has any interest in a webinar about ADUs, because that will be tomorrow. Or link, if anybody wants to sign up.
Oh, it sounds pretty good.
All right, ask for a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.